Hi, everyone. My name is Jessica.
My name is Chelsea.
My name is Emily.
My name is Kai.
Thank you for joining us. We're Chasing Reality, a group of three 11th grade students, and today we're focusing on body dysmorphia in men, an issue that is often overlooked. Our goal is to bring awareness, understanding, and empathy to an experience that affects many people but isn't talked about enough. Many people think of body dysmorphia as something that mainly affects women, but men are affected too. Social pressures, cultural expectations, and stigma around masculinity make it harder for men to talk about struggles with their appearance. That's why this conversation is so important, to shed light on experiences that are often hidden.
Body dysmorphia, also called body dysmorphic disorder, is a mental health condition where someone becomes intensely focused on perceived flaws in their appearance. These flaws are often small or barely noticeable to others, but to the person experiencing them, they can feel overwhelming. This focus can interfere with daily life, confidence, and overall well being. In men, body dysmorphia can show up in different ways. This might include worrying about muscle size, body shape, height, hair, or body fat. Some men may avoid mirrors or feel anxious about their appearance even when others don't notice anything wrong. These struggles are real, but they're often quiet and internal.
Media and cultural standards put a lot of pressure on men. Fitness culture, movies, and social media often promote the idea that men should always be strong, muscular, and confident. Even subtle exposure to these ideals can make someone feel inadequate. And for men with body dysmorphia, this pressure can intensify negative thoughts about themselves. To better understand what this looks like in real life, we're going to hear from our guest speaker, Kat, who has a personal experiences with body dysmorphia as a man. His story highlights the quieter internal struggles that many men experience.
When I first noticed my struggle, it wasn't that I was constantly comparing myself to other guys. It was more subtle. I felt quietly jealous when I noticed aspects of other guys' appearances, and I felt unsatisfied with my own body. Even if no one around me saw anything wrong, I carried this feeling with me every day in the background of my life. Being a guy made it even harder to talk about. Society often tells men to be confident and strong, and I worried that admitting while I struggled with how I looked make me seem weak. So I kept to myself. What helped me most was realizing that I wasn't alone and that my feelings were valid. Talking to someone I trusted and learning that asking for help isn't a weakness made a big difference in how I felt about myself. The main thing I want others to know is that body dysmorphia can affect men in quiet internal ways. You don't have to be constantly comparing yourself to others for it to matter. Struggling doesn't make you weak, and it's okay to ask for support.
Thank you for sharing your story. Experiences like this help remind us that body dysmorphia can be subtle, internal, and still very real, even if no one else notices. Body dysmorphia in men often goes unnoticed because the symptoms are internal and subtle. Cultural expectations encourage men to hide emotional struggles, and there's less representation of men talking openly about body image. This can make it harder for men to recognize their own experiences or seek help.
When left unaddressed, body dysmorphia can affect many areas of life. Men may experience anxiety, avoid social situations, struggle at school or work, or have lower self esteem. This shows that body dysmorphia isn't just about appearance, it impacts overall mental health and daily functioning. Awareness helps break harmful stereotypes and stigma. When we talk openly about men's struggles with body dysmorphia, it allows others to feel seen and understood. Awareness also encourages people to seek help earlier and creates safer, more supportive spaces.
Our final message is this. Body dysmorphia affects people of all genders, and men's struggles are valid. Strength can include vulnerability. Being honest and asking for help is part of being strong. No one should feel alone in how they see themselves. Thank you for listening and learning with us today. We hope this episode helped raise awareness and encourage conversations about an important, often overlooked issue. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.